Today, we're going to talk about one of the oldest and, frankly, most brilliant hacks in all of human history. We're talking about how to literally multiply your own strength using nothing more than a little bit of physics.
You know that feeling, right? You're staring at a couch or a heavy box and you just wish you had superpowers. It really feels like we're stuck with what our muscles can do. But what if we're not? Well, believe it or not, our ancestors figured this out thousands of years ago. They didn't need super strength. They just needed to be smart. They invented what we can basically call force multipliers. You and I know them as simple machines.
So how on earth do these things actually work? I promise you it's not magic. It's pure, unadulterated physics. And it all comes down to one really powerful secret concept.
And that secret? It's called mechanical advantage. Now, the most important word there is measure. This isn't some vague, fuzzy idea. Nope, it's a real number that tells you exactly how much stronger a simple machine is making you.
Okay, so here's the catch. Because in physics, there's always a catch, right? You don't get something for nothing. The deal is you get to use less force, but the price you have to pay is applying that force over a greater distance.
Think of it this way. You can either pay for a job with a whole lot of force over a short distance, which is really hard, or you can use a simple machine to pay with just a little bit of force. The only catch is you'll be paying over a longer distance. It's the best bargain in physics for sure.
All right, let's make this real. Let's see how this incredible trade-off works with two of the absolute classics, the lever and the pulley. I mean, these are the original workhorses of engineering.
A lever is it's so elegant. You've got a pivot point, right? We call that the fulcrum. The farther away you push down from that fulcrum, the less force it takes to lift that heavy thing on the other side. And there it is again. You're trading more distance for less effort.
Now let's talk pulleys. A single fixed pulley? It's handy. It lets you pull down to lift something up, and that's usually a lot easier for our bodies. But notice what's happening. You're still pulling with the exact same amount of force. All it does is change the direction. No strength multiplication. Yet.
But, and this is a huge but, this is where the real magic kicks in. When you start stringing pulleys together into a system, you're not just changing direction anymore. Every pulley you add starts sharing the load. It's like having a team of helpers, and you're effectively multiplying your own strength.
So that all sounds great on paper, but does it really play out that way in the real world? Oh, you bet it does. And we can actually prove it with a really simple experiment.
So how can we be absolutely sure this works? It's easy. We just have to measure it. Let's take a look at the actual data.
Okay, now check out these numbers. To lift 100 kilograms with just one pulley, you need, well, 100 kilograms of force. No help there. But add a second pulley, boom, slashed in half. You only need 50 kilograms of force. Add 4 pulleys, and you're down to a measly 25. The pattern is just undeniable.
That is a 4 times mechanical advantage. Your strength has been quadrupled. It's just you, some rope, and a few wheels. That is the power of hacking force. So the bottom line is, the task is 4 times easier. And what was the cost? Remember our trade-off? To lift that weight just 1 meter, you now have to pull 4 meters of rope. Less force, more distance. The deal holds up. And look, this is way more than just a cool physics experiment. Once you know what you're looking for, you start seeing these incredible force multipliers absolutely everywhere, quietly making our world so much easier.
Think about it. A pair of scissors, that's just 2 levers hinged together. A bottle opener, that's a lever. That ramp they use for moving trucks, it's an inclined plane, another simple machine. A simple seesaw, that's a lever. And even the rope on a flagpole is using a pulley system. They're like this secret architecture of our daily lives.
And that, ultimately, is why this all matters so much. These aren't just clever tricks. They are absolutely essential tools that solve the very real problem of our own physical limitations. They cut down on the effort we need and make us way, way more efficient. So the next time you pop open a bottle, or use a pair of scissors, or maybe see a huge crane on a construction site, just take a second, appreciate the brilliant physics hack you're seeing in action. And it leaves me with one question for you. What simple machine are you going to notice next?